Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brewster Tizzy here, and I'm back again on the Miami Dolphins franchise here. And in this week's game, we'll be playing against the Chicago Bears for a Week 6 matchup. Currently, they have a record of 2-2. They have their bye week apparently already, so that's why they're at 2-2. So some things I want to mention real quick before I start the game. I did some things while not recording. I re-signed Juwan James to a 4-year, $26.6 mil contract. So that's definitely good. We got our future right tackle locked down for 4 more years. And I also put up William Hayes on the trade block. He is an 87 overall, but as you can see by his age, he is 33 years old. So luckily he still has some value. I'm trying to trade him before he completely regresses after this year and just loses a lot of his value. I'm not going to trade him though right away. I'm going to wait to the deadline to see where the team is at, since he does play quite a big role in our defensive line. So I'm just going to wait to see if we're in a position to make the playoffs. If we're still like having a very good record, I'll definitely keep him. But if we start slipping and go under 500 or stay even at 500, I might trade him off for some draft picks. And as you can see here, the Bills also didn't win last week, but the Patriots and Jets did. So Bills right now are tied with the Patriots for second place, both at 2-3. We're still on top of the AFC East at 3-2. Jets still remaining at the bottom at 1-4. Well, let's finally get into our game here. Miami at a 76 overall, Chicago at 79 overall, so decent matchup. Chicago slightly better. Let's get into this. So welcome everybody to a rainy Miami here for a Week 6 matchup against the Chicago Bears. Should be a fun one. Let's get into this. So to start it off here, the Bears will take over on offense to start off the game. And the weather might be playing a huge factor in this game. Definitely slippery conditions might be able to force some fumbles in this. So the 2-yard rush by Jordan Howard will bring up a 2nd and 8 here for the Bears from the 34-yard line. They'll do a halfback draw to Tariq Cohen, who breaks through a tackle here, almost getting the first down, and the Bears will be just short. So I'm not expecting that much passing. I'm expecting a lot of running in this game since it's raining. Anyways, it's 3rd and 1 here from the 40-yard line for the Bears. They send Allen Robinson in motion. And here, I think we stopped them before the first down. And we do. Raekwon McMillan saving the first down right there. So after the Dolphins force a 3-and-out on defense, Jacoby Brissett and the offense here will take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for them. We'll start off with the run to Kenyon Drake, who tries falling forward, keeps on trucking forward, and picks up 6 yards in the process. So now it is 2nd and 4 here for the Dolphins at the 26-yard line. Jacoby Brissett stepping back for his first pass, finds Danny Amendola for the first down after picking up 6 yards on that catch. So the Jacoby Brissett and Danny Amendola connection continues on during this week. First pass goes for a first down, which leads the Dolphins at the 32-yard line. We'll hand it off to Jeremy Hill here. Tries cutting to the outside, but only picks up 1 yard in the process. So hopefully our offense from last week can carry over into this week. Definitely our offense was at our all-time best last week. Anyway, 2nd and 9 here, and we slip here, and Jacoby Brissett fumbles. Luckily, Kenyon Drake dives on top of it. So this is what I mean by the wet conditions here. It can force a lot of problems. Jacoby Brissett tries dropping back here, runs straight into Kenyon Drake, and then I believe that's Pernell McPhee off the edge, or actually no, that's Aaron Lynch off the edge. Forces a fumble. Luckily, Kenyon Drake, though, is right there to receive the ball. So, Dolphins' first drive not looking good so far. 3rd and 28 now from the 14-yard line. Definitely a huge first down if we can get it. Jacoby Brissett will fire out to Mike Gesicki, and he hangs on to that. Jump ball for Mike Gesicki, and he wins. What a catch. I'm really surprised that Mike Gesicki came down with that ball, especially in these wet conditions. Anyways, 1st and 10 now from almost the 50-yard line. We'll hand off to Kenyon Drake, tries cutting in, stumbles forward for a couple of yards. So after that 4-yard rush by Kenyon Drake, it'll bring up a 2nd and 6 here. And Bears are showing blitz by bringing both their safeties down into the box here. And we'll hike it here, and they are in fact blitzing. We'll throw it off here to Kenny Stills, who gets the 1st down. So Dolphins pick up the blitz and find a wide open Kenny Stills for the 1st down. Leads them to be at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off here to Kenyon Drake, who goes nowhere right there. I believe that was Eddie Goldman right there on the tackle. So that 1-yard rush there leads to a 2nd and 9 here for the Dolphins. We'll hike it once again and hand it off to Kenyon Drake. And he keeps falling forward. Kenyon Drake fighting for yards in this game. Even though it was a 4-yard rush, still what a nice play by Kenyon Drake, picking up those extra yards. Anyways, it's 3rd and 5 now from the 35-yard line at the edge of field goal territory. Jacoby Brissett finding no one will just force it, dump it off to Kenyon Drake. Luckily, he hangs on to that. Could have been intercepted, but that will bring up to a 4th down. So Dolphins here will try a very long 53-yard field goal in these bad conditions, especially with the winds going against us. Hopefully we can make it here. And the kick is up, and does it have the distance? And it does not look like it does. Dolphins just barely miss a field goal. So that first drive by the Dolphins didn't end well, as that turns the ball over to the Bears here at the 41-yard line. Trubisky with the play-action play will dump it off to Taylor Gabriel, their new acquisition from the offseason. Almost picks up the 1st down there. And speaking about offseason acquisitions, Bears are completely new here on offense with new pickups at the wide receiving core. So like I was saying, Alshon Robinson came over in free agency. Taylor Gabriel came over in free agency. They also got Anthony Miller from the draft in the 2nd round. Anyways, it's 3rd down here for the Bears. Tariq Cohen breaks up a couple tackles and gets the 1st down. I also should mention they also got a new tight end in Trey Burton, who was formerly on the Eagles, winning that Super Bowl. So after that rush went nowhere by Jordan Howard, it brings up a 2nd and 10 here. And once again, hand it off to Jordan Howard. Cameron Wake there, able to bring him down, and that will force a 3rd down now. So a quick first quarter goes by as the score still remains 0-0. So coming into the 2nd quarter here, Bears are facing a 3rd down, 3rd and 6 from them at the 38-yard line. Hopefully we can stop them. Trubisky looking around, and oh my gosh, Kiko Alonso once again with another interception. I think at this point, Kiko Alonso is going to be getting an interception every single game he plays. Anyways, 1st and 10 here at the 23-yard line. Dolphins take over after that interception. Jacoby Brissett's trying to scramble around here, looking for someone open. Will decide to take off for his own. Dives down out of bounds right before the 1st down. So that little rush by Jacoby Brissett brings up a 2nd down here. 2nd and 1 will bring in Kenny Stills in motion. We'll hand it off to him on the jet sweep. He picks up the 1st down and more, falling forward. 9-yard rush by Stills. So despite the rainy conditions, Dolphins not really having that much of a problem moving the ball up and down the field. 1st and 10 now. Some pressure facing Jacoby Brissett. Barely gets that pass off before he got sacked. So after that incompletion, it brings up a 2nd down, and look at this defense here from the Bears. Pressing everybody, has almost everybody in the box right here, showing blitz. They back out of the coverage though. At least Devontae Parker might have a step here. Jacoby Brissett overthrows that, and that's picked off by Adrian Amos. Here, has a chance to return it quite a bit, and gets finally tackled down by Devontae Parker. So I thought that we might have had a step there with Devontae Parker, but Adrian Amos comes flying over, intercepts it after an overthrown ball by Jacoby Brissett. Here, the Dolphins, or Bears here, will hand it off to Jordan Howard for a 6-yard rush. So both offenses here having some trouble putting some points up in the game. Still 0-0. Anyways here, the fine Taylor Gabriel for the 1st down. Almost picked off there by Rashad Jones. So Bears with the 1st down here at the 47. Will hand off to Tariq Cohen. Swallowed up there though by Raekwon McMillan. So after that 2-yard rush, it puts the Bears exactly at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 8 for them. Trubisky looking around for a pass. Still looking. Tries scrambling around. Rolls out to his right and decides to hang on to it. But Rashad Jones is right there for the sack. So both Rashad Jones and Robert Quinn was credited for the sack right there. 3rd and 10 now at the 48-yard line for the Bears here. in a pass situation. Trubisky dropping back, still looking around, will dump it off to Trey Burton, their tight end, and I believe that was enough for a first down. So the Bears pick up a first down after facing a 3rd and 10 there. Now at the 43-yard line, we'll hand it off here to Jordan Howard on the counter. Jukes out a couple people there. Robert Quinn is there to swallow him up though. So that run only got them 2 yards, even though they put on a few nice moves. 2nd and 8 now for the Bears here, looking around, and that was a poorly thrown pass intended for their rookie, Anthony Miller. Brings up a 3rd and 8 now. So once again, this Bears offense facing another 3rd down here. 3rd and 8. Hopefully we can stop them this time. Trubisky looking around, will dump it off to Tariq Cohen. Tries juking out Stephon Anthony, but Dolphins stop him before the first down. So it looks like the Bears are now attempting the long field goal in these bad weather conditions. And it's blocked by Cordrea Tankersley. The ball's still out and they recover it, but we take over now at the 50-yard line. So the Bears here were attempting about a 55-yard field goal here. Cordrea Tankersley gets a nice jump here, dives out, and ends up blocking that field goal. What a play by him. Even though we don't recover it, we take over now at the 50-yard line. So there's still no score here in this game after going through about 1.5 quarters here of play. 1st and 10 after the Dolphins block field goal, take over. Kenyon Drake though swallowed up there by the Bears. So now it's 2nd and 10 here for the Dolphins at the 47-yard line. We'll go with the play action play here. Brissett scrambling out, finds Kenny Stills, but he drops the ball. Leonard Floyd there on the coverage. So the wet conditions making it hard to hang on to these balls. 3rd and 10 now after that drop. Looks like the Bears are going in a cover 2 formation here. Jacoby Brissett facing pressure and is forced to throw it away before Aaron Lynch sacks him. So that's now 3 straight drives on offense for the Dolphins without any points. Anyways, ball's right back here for the Bears on offense. Trubisky looking around, fires it out to Trey Burton for the first down and more. So after the Bears pick up that first down through the air, it's 1st and 10 here for them. They'll hand off to Jordan Howard, and he breaks through a tackle there, but Kiko Alonso's there to bring him down. Almost got a tackle for a loss there with Rashad Jones. Luckily, Kiko Alonso was there to clean up the play. Anyway, 2nd and 9 now after that 1-yard rush at the 29-yard line. Dolphins here facing another run by Jordan Howard, slipping through another tackle and almost picking up the first down. So after that nice run by Jordan Howard, it is 3rd and inches here for the Bears, and it looks like a full start on us. So actually no, it's a full start on the Bears here, and that will bring them back 5 yards. So it's 3rd and 5 here for the Bears, and it looks like one of their wide receivers slipped down on the route. Trubisky overthrows his wide receiver, and now the Bears are forced to punt. So I think what went wrong here for the Bears was Trubisky was looking in Taylor Gabriel's direction. He ends up slipping on his route, forces Trubisky to look around even more, and then he ends up missing his pass over the middle of the field, who was going to be wide open, Allen Robinson. So none of these offenses can get going in these rainy conditions. Anyways here, Dolphins take over at the 27-yard line after forcing a punt. Well, fired out to Danny Amendola, who hangs onto the ball. Tight coverage there from Prince Amukamara, almost getting the first down. So after a pickup of 9 yards to the air, 2nd and 1 here, we'll hand off to Kenyon Drake on the halfback draw. Picks up the first down and more, down to the 41. So 1st and 10 now here for the Dolphins, and they're playing man coverage. We fired out to Kenny Stills, almost intercepted there by Kyle Fuller. Luckily, Stills broke that up momentarily. So it's now 3rd and 10 here at the 41-yard line. Just over a minute till halftime here. Hopefully we can get this first down. Brissett will fire it out to Mike Gesicki, who hangs on to it, gets the first down. So after that incompletion, burns some time off the clock, unfortunately. 37 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Dolphins looking at pass here. Kenny Stills once again open over the middle of the field. And we'll take our first timeout to stop the clock at 31 seconds. So once again, Dolphins here on the brink of field goal territory. 1st and 10, with 31 seconds left, and Devontae Parker slips on his route. We still throw it to him, and we get picked off by Prince Amukamara. So as you can see here, Devontae Parker slips on his route here, and I didn't intend that Prince Amukamara would go in front of Devontae Parker here. I thought he would just stay in his zone where he was just sitting right here, and instead he goes way in front. We could have thrown it there to Mike Gesicki. He was kind of open over the middle of the field. And instead, turns into an interception, and unfortunately, once again, no points from this offense. So now, after once again another turnover, the Bears have the ball. 24 seconds left. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, so they can have something to go here. Taylor Gabriel gets the drag route, only gets a couple yards before they're forced to burn the timeout. So now it's 2nd and 5 here. 19 seconds left for the Bears at the 39-yard line. Still have 2 timeouts left. They'll fire it out to Trey Burton, who flips through a tackle, picks up the first down, and is now down at the 47. So the Bears picking up some yards through the air here. 14 seconds left now at the 47-yard line. Trubisky looking around and faces some pressure from Cameron Wake, who ends up sacking him. And I think that will do it for halftime. So that will do it for the first half. Still 0-0 in this horrible offensive game so far. Definitely the conditions playing into that. And Dolphins unable to do anything on offense. Same with the Bears. So like usual, we'll look at some halftime scores here. So Jets here up on the Colts. 19-14. Colts still winless at 0-5, so not looking good for their season so far. We'll go to an NFC South showdown here, and Falcons are all over the Buccaneers right now. 17-3 right before halftime, and looks like the Falcons will be advancing to 4-2. And here's a look at another divisional rival here. Bills, currently in 2nd place in the AFC, are tied with the Texans 7-7, so kind of a big game down there. So luckily though, the Dolphins will be starting off with the ball coming out of halftime here. At the 24-yard line, we'll hand it off to Kenyon Drake, and he gets no yards after the Bears swarm them and tackle him down. I still can't believe we haven't put up a single point. Jacoby Brissett rolling out, still waiting. We find Kenyon Drake, who stumbles there and hangs on to the catch. So Dolphins getting a big play coming out of halftime here, down to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 now, and it looks like they're playing all man coverage, and we find Kenny Stills over the middle of the field once again for another big play through the air. And just like that, the Dolphins are now down here at the 15-yard line in the red zone. Bears bringing a blitz here. We'll fire it out to Mike Gesicki on the drag route, picks up about 6 yards now. So it's now 2nd and 4 here for the Dolphins. Looks like the Bears are showing blitz here, bringing a lot of people down the box, and they are in fact blitzing, and that run will go for no gain. So Dolphins now facing another 3rd down here, right down deep in the red zone. 3rd and 4 for them at the 9-yard line. Hopefully we can get this. Looking around, still no one quite open, and Jacoby Brissett's just forced to throw this ball away. So unfortunately, we're forced to kick the field goal here. Luckily, it's just a quick little field goal, and are you kidding me? We missed that. So much for that nice drive, as we miss a shortest field goal we could obviously ever miss. Anyways, Bears take over, fired out to Anthony Miller here, down to the 26-yard line. This game has been so disappointing on so many levels. Offense hasn't got a single point yet still. Not that many turnovers for our defense except that one interception. And here they'll fire it out here. Almost intercepted there. But instead, Anthony Miller hangs on to that for the first down. So Dolphins allow another first down here. 1st and 10. And they'll hand it off here to Jordan Howard, who stumbles his way up for about 4 yards on the carry. So this brings up a 3rd and 2 here now for the Bears. From the 49-yard line, they'll hand it off once again to Tariq Cohen, and we're unable to stop him before he gets the first down. So slowly but surely, the Bears are moving the way up the field, now at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for them. Trubisky looking around, and that's almost intercepted. Somehow, Allen Robinson hangs on to that for a 6-yard catch. So we haven't seen that much of Allen Robinson, as that was his first catch of the game, surprisingly. Deep here in the 3rd quarter. Anyways, 2nd and 4 now for the Bears at the 42-yard line. Trubisky looking around, finds Cohen wide open over the middle of the field, and picks up the first down. So Trubisky only has 3 incompletions so far in the game. Still looking for their first points of the game. 1st and 10, Trubisky looking around, still scrambling, and he decides to take off with it, but is met there by Raekwon McMillan and Bobby McCain. So a weird sack there, as that only brought us -1 yards. Anyways, here they'll test us deep as they find Taylor Gabriel as he burnt Rashad Jones on the route. 1st and goal now for them. 1st and goal for them. Hopefully we don't allow a touchdown. And it looks like it might be a false start here on the Bears. So that false start does back them out 5 yards. Luckily, not that close now to the end zone. Still first and goal from them at this 7-yard line here. They'll motion Jordan Howard out to the left. Or to the right, I mean. We'll bring a blitz here. And Minkah Fitzpatrick! No! He could have had the interception and it bounces right off his helmet. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, if he would have just turned around quicker, he would have intercepted this. He just looked the other way the first time, then looks and gets hit straight in the face with the football. So now it's second and goal here for the Bears at the 7-yard line. Hopefully our defense can hold up here. Kiko Alonso will drop back in coverage and get another interception. He takes off running. Does he have enough speed to outrun? And no, he doesn't, as Allen Robinson gets him down. But Kiko Alonso, and he looks like he's actually hurt after the play. No. So the Bears get all the way down to the 2-yard line, still unable to put any points up on the board. Game still at 0-0. We'll hand it off to Kenyon Drake. Gets hit pretty hard there by Roquan Smith. So it looks like Kiko Alonso has a hit pointer, and I believe he got this actually last week. So he'll be out for the game, but we'll be able to return for next week. So this is a drive where the Dolphins really need to capitalize and score points here. 2nd and 6 from the 27. And we'll fire it out to Devontae Parker, who hangs on to the ball for the first down and more. Nice catch there by Devontae Parker. So once again, Bears pressing everybody, bringing everyone down in the box here, showing blitz. And hopefully we have some people open here. And they bring a full-on blitz. We had people wide open, but Aaron Lynch gets to Jacoby Brissett before he can pass it. And this should be the last play here before the third quarter ends. 2nd and 19. We get it right before it ends. And we fired out deep to Devontae Parker, and he makes the spectacular one-handed catch. What a play! So we finally get the deep ball going like we did last week here. Devontae Parker beating Bryce Callahan in coverage here, and we lob it up to him, and look at this catch. Following backwards, twisting around, getting the one-handed catch, and then bringing it in and hanging onto that. So that will do it for the third quarter. Ending it off with a bang with that crazy one-handed catch by Devontae Parker. And that puts the Dolphins deep now down in the Bears territory. So Dolphins now at the 27-yard line after that insane catch by Devontae Parker. Now coming into the fourth quarter, still no points up on the scoreboard. And we get sacked off the play-action play. Aaron Lynch once again there on the sack. So we try a run play on second down there. Only pick up 2 yards after only the Bears were rushing 3 people right there. Anyways, 3rd and 15 here at the 33-yard line. Really big third down here. Jacoby Brissett forced a roll into the pocket here. We'll scramble out and we'll go out of bounds trying to pick up that first down. So Dolphins here are forced to take the field goal right here. 39-yard field goal should be good. And are you kidding me? Once again to the left. I'm not even missing these that badly on the meter. I really don't know what to say at this point. We miss all 3 field goals we've taken. And Bears take over now. Tariq Cohen with a nice run. Picks them up a first down through the run. At this point, I think this game might end up in a 0-0 tie. Anyways, 1st and 10 now after that nice run from Tariq Cohen. It looks like they're in the shotgun here. They'll do a play-action play. And they find Taylor Gabriel wide open here. He slips through a tackle, and Taylor Gabriel down to the 2-yard line, and it looks like Robert Quinn is also injured on the play. 1st and goal from them at the 2-yard line. Hopefully we can force another turnover here deep in the red zone. Trubisky scrambling around, and Cameron Wake there trying to get him to a sack, and he finally goes down. 2 sacks on the day for Cameron Wake. And it looks like Robert Quinn will be out of the game with the bruised sternum, so we'll bring in former first-round selection Charles Harris. So now it is 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line after that sack. They'll hand it off to Jordan Howard here, and he finally gets in for the touchdown. First points of the game here. So Dolphins here are finally behind the scoreboard, losing 7-0. We definitely need to put up points this drive. And once again, Devontae Parker might be open here, and once again, Eddie Jackson, their safety, picks us off, and we turn it over again. This game is just going terribly wrong for us. Dolphins here again, turning the ball over. Bears here can shut out this game. Raekwon McMillan, though, will tackle Cohen right behind the line of scrimmage there. So after that tackle for a loss, it brings up a 2nd and 12 here for the Bears. And they'll once again go with a draw here. Luckily, though, Cameron Wake is there to stop it once again. So Dolphins defense with back-to-back tackle for losses there. Hopefully we can stop the Bears here from getting a first down. 3rd and 13 at the 30-yard line. Trubisky obviously dropping back here for a pass. Scrambling out, and that pass will be incomplete, intended for Cohen. And we finally force a punt. So I don't know how many times Dolphins offense has been given a chance to score here. Anyways, 1st and 10 after we force a punt here. Once again, Bears bringing all out blitz, and once again we'll try the deep ball. Incomplete as Jacoby Brissett once again overthrows him. Yeah, so I think we should really try stopping the long ball here. Anyways, 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. We'll drop back. We'll find Kenyon Drake over the middle of the field, and he'll pick up 5 yards on the play. So this brings up another 3rd down here for the Dolphins. 3rd and 5, and hopefully we can get this for the first time. Kenny Stills jukes out his defender, but fumbles again. This is his 2nd week in a row fumbling the ball after getting a first down, and the Bears recover. I wish it would show how many minutes our defense was out here on the field, because I guarantee you it would be a lot. Once again, Dolphins out on defense, and Stephon Anthony getting into the tackle for loss party as he stops Jordan Howard. I don't know if that counted for a tackle loss, only went for 0 yards. Anyway, 2nd and 10 here for the Bears, and they'll do a play-action play here. Trubisky looking around, and we're not able to break up that pass. Completed to Allen Robinson for the 2nd time this game. First down, Bears. So it looks like Bears are killing off this clock. Crucial 3rd down here for the Dolphins. 3rd and 9. Trubisky rolling out to the right. Finds Cohen, but Raekwon McMillan there is able to tackle him. So coming out of the 2-minute warning here, Bears are setting up for a field goal. Maybe Cordrea Tankersley can block another kick here. Hopefully we can, because that would come up really clutch, as this would make it a 2-possession game if they get the field goal, and it looks like they will. Bears now up 10-0. Well, we really need our offense to score something here. We're down by 2 possessions here late in the game. 1 minute 53 seconds left. Luckily, we have all 3 timeouts, so hopefully we can't burn them. We'll take another shot deep to Devontae Parker, and it looks like it's just not happening. Once again, overthrown. So once again here, Dolphins facing another 3rd down. 3rd and 10, deep in their own territory. This is really crucial to get. We'll take another shot deep down, and we finally get a pass interference call. Bryce Callahan tackles basically Devontae Parker before he gets the ball, and we'll finally move down the field. Well, I know I said I wouldn't take any more shots deep down the field to Devontae Parker, but finally worked out in our favor. Got a PA call at the 46-yard line now after pass interference. Jacoby Brissett scrambling out here. No one's open. We'll just try to run out of bounds here, getting tackled by Prince Amukamara. So now it's 2nd and 4 here at the 41-yard line. It looks like the Bears are tempting us once again with pressing us. Hopefully someone's open deep down the field. We're looking around, still looking, and we're just going to have to run it once again with Jacoby Brissett. Picks up the first down, going out of bounds. Well, Kenyon Drake just basically dropped us a first down. 2nd and 10 now after that drop. At the 32-yard line still, Jacoby Brissett looking around. Will finally complete to Kenyon Drake. Takes a hit, spins forward, and almost picks up that first down. So we need to play hurry-up offense here. Time winding down, almost just a minute left in the game. And we'll fire it out once again to Kenyon Drake. He hangs on to the ball for the first down to the 14. So 2nd and 2 here from the 6-yard line. Time winding down still. Jacoby Brissett will take up and scramble it and run it in for the first points of the game. Dolphins still down, though. Well, I stupidly forgot to onside kick it right there. And the Bears now take over at the 25-yard line. Luckily, though, we still have all 3 timeouts. Won't be much time, though, if we end up stopping him. Jordan Howard there gets to nowhere. We burn our first timeout. So if the Bears pick up a first down, it's game over. Anyways, 2nd and 11 now for the Bears here. We're bringing another blitz here, and Rashad Jones is all over that. There goes our 2nd timeout. So now it is 3rd and 15 here for the Bears. If we stop them, we'll have a chance to get the ball back. We'll end up blitzing here. Tariq Cohen with the run, and he stopped. We take a timeout, and we have 24 seconds now. So Dolphins here have a chance to either tie or win this game here. At the 41-yard line, if you see that red line down there, that's where approximately we can get into field goal territory. We have no timeouts, so we just really need to get down to the field. Hopefully, and we take a sack. Are you kidding me? Leonard Floyd there. And we might not be able to get another play off. So people are rushing down here. 2 seconds left. 1 second. I'm spamming the hike. and we're not able to hike it off. So much for that. Dolphins end up losing in a horrible game, 10-7. Jacoby Brissett, despite putting up 244 yards, did not have a good game whatsoever. Had 0 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions, overthrew a lot of balls. Obviously, that's probably due to the rain, but kind of surprising because he was been so accurate with us the first 2 games. So Jacoby Brissett ends up being our leading rusher here after taking 6 rushes for 33 yards. Got the only points of the game for 1 touchdown. Kenny Drake here also got 10 rushes for 27 yards. Kenny Stills had that 1 run for 9 yards. And Jeremy Hill surprisingly didn't get a lot of action today. Only 1 rush for 1 yard. And looking at the receiving numbers, Kenny Drake, weirdly enough, led the team in receptions and receiving yards. 6 receptions, 66 yards, 0 touchdowns. Kenny Stills had 4 receptions, 56 yards. But had that 1 really big fumble though, after getting the first down, and gave the ball right back to the Bears. Devontae Parker, having that awesome catch, had 2 receptions, 55 yards. We tried him deep so many times, only a few times it worked out for us. Mike Gesicki had 3 receptions for 52 yards, and Danny Amendola had 2 receptions for 15 yards. And Raekwon McMillan ended up with 17 tackles on the day, so nice production out of him. Kiko Alonso had 9 tackles until he got injured late in the 3rd quarter. We finally got some sacks up on the board. Cameron Wake leading the way with 2 sacks. Bobby McCain, Rashad Jones, Robert Quinn, and Raekwon McMillan all credited with 0.5 sacks. And then Kiko Alonso got 2 interceptions in the game, keeping up his crazy pace. And I usually don't highlight kickers here, but our rookie kicker, Jason Sanders, missed all 3 of his attempts, going 0 for 3. And all of them were like pretty short. I mean, one of them was pretty long, I think from 53 yards. That's understandable. But one of them was like a chip shot from like 20 yards and then a 39-yard field goal. So definitely a horrible day for him. I'm really disappointing because we could have definitely used those points. Would have been tied game if he would have just made 1 field goal. And quickly looking at the Bears stats, Mitchell Trubisky had an okay game. Went 18-24, 207 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Jordan Howard had 14 rushes for 28 yards and 1 touchdown. Tariq Cohen, we surprisingly actually shut down quite nicely. 8 receptions for 23 yards. And the one person that definitely tore us up on defense was Taylor Gabriel. Had 5 receptions, 118 yards. And looking at the defensive numbers really quickly, Aaron Lynch had 1.5 sacks. Learn Floyd had the game-winning sack, basically. And Eddie Goldman also had 0.5 sacks. Roquan Smith led the team in tackles and also got that forced fumble on Kenny Stills there, which basically won the game for them after they got a touchdown on that drive. And the Bears secondary here did pretty well, as Prince Mukamara, Adrian Amos, and Eddie Jackson all ended up with 1 interception in the game. One thing I should highlight though is Tannehill is coming back next week, so this might make up for some interesting QB controversy, as Jacoby Brissett looked amazing his first 2 games, then definitely looked a lot worse in that game. Could be factored in with the rain, as usually rain is really hard to play in, obviously throwing the balls and stuff. But Tannehill is a slightly better overall. Didn't look that great in the first games he played, but still definitely an option if we want to go that way. So if you stuck through this incredibly boring game, I definitely thank you a lot. It just kind of sucks though that Jacoby Brissett made so many overthrows. But anyways, that will do it for the video. Stay tuned for the next week's episode against the Detroit Lions in our Week 7 showdown. And hopefully I'll be getting that video out soon. But once again, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.